Hello and welcome to this episode of Creating with Howcraft. My name is Denise Yesback-Moore with howcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create my amethyst autumn earrings. The tools and supplies you will need to create this project are chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters. We're going to need an ear wire. This is a light blue dyed quartzite faceted 10mm bead. These little beauties right here are purple iris coated pyrite rondells, 3 by 4mm. You'll need a head pin, a 1 1/2 inch eye pin, and we will be using 28 gauge wire. We're going to start off by grabbing our eye pin, and we're going to form a simple loop at the end. So I'm using my chain nose pliers and I'm going down a little bit into the flat part, and the loop is facing this way. I want the loops facing the same way. So I'm just going to bend that. And then I'm going to grab my round nose pliers, and we are going to form a simple loop. And we're just going to roll the wire towards us. And there we have created our simple loop. We are now going to cut a 10-inch length of 28 gauge wire. So we're just going to grab the wire and we're going to grab our little eye pin, and we are going to start. You can start in the middle, and we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to squish it together. You can use your fingernails. You can come over, flip it around, squish it. And I like to leave the little tail. I think it makes it more secure. We'll cut that off at the end. And we're going to move it up. We're going to find the end of our wire, and we're going to pick up our purple iris coated pyrite. We're going to move that down. We're going to set it right there. And we're going to come around the back. And we are going to wrap 1, 2. And we want to end with the wire facing down. So we're just going to squish that a little bit. We're going to pick up our second bead. And we're going to string that down. And I'm going to come around the back. And we're going to wrap 1, 2. And we're going to squish it. We can come back in with our chain nose pliers and make sure those little wires are nice and tight. So we're going to squish that up. We ended down. We're going to grab our next bead. We're going to string it, flip it over, going around the back. We're going to wrap 1, 2, ending down, squishing it. Grab our next bead, string it down, coming around the back, 1, 2. We'll come back in now, and we will, tap these little wires down, squish them together, push them up. We're going to grab our next bead, string it, bringing it around the back. 1, 2. We end it down. We're going to squish those together a little bit. Looks pretty good. Our next bead. I'm holding the bead with my fingers. We're going to come around the back. We're going to wrap 1, 2. We're going to squish that together. This one I want a little bit closer. See how that just moved the wires together? We're going to come around the back. 1, 2. Wire is down. We're going to squish that. Move it up with our finger. Flip it around. Come around the back. 1, 2. Now I'm going to squish all of these beads up. Grab my pliers. Squish the wires together. String our last bead. We're going to come around the back and we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3, and the other side looks like 4. We ended up with 4, so we're just going to wrap it so each end is equal. We're going to flip it around, grab our wire cutters, trim that little end. We want to tap it down so there's no sharp edges. And now we'll come over to the other end and we'll trim that little wire, tap it down, and there is our connector. Let's create this little dangle. So we're going to grab a head pin. This is a beaded head pin. And we're going to string our 10 millimeter light blue dyed quartzite faceted bead. And we are just going to bend that wire down. We're going to come back over. Trim that little end, grab our round nose pliers, and we're forming a simple loop by rolling the wire towards us. And we're just going to open that loop to the side. You never want to pull it apart. And we're going to connect it. And we're going to close that loop. Now we're going to grab our ear wire. We're going to open it the same way we opened the loop on the little dangle. We're going to connect it and close the ear wire. And there you have it, how to create my amethyst autumn earrings. I wanted to show you a couple of other projects that are on the website. We don't have videos for these, but we do have PDF printable instructions. This is a necklace using the simple loops that I just showed you with all the new beautiful stone that was just added to the website. And then we also have the Amethyst Autumn Bracelet. This one is created with wax linen cording and simple knots between the beads. Both of these projects can be found on howcraftcollection.com. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe at Howcraft USA. Click the little bell button so you will receive notifications on when we post new DIY videos. Follow us on Instagram at Howcraft Collection Beads. Be sure to visit howcraftcollection.com for more inspirational DIY projects and for all your jewelry making needs. New beads are added weekly, and each week on howcraftcollection.com, we feature a fabulous new sale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.